Hey everyone! Well, thank you for working so hard on our forces unit. You guys did really well. I'm still reviewing some of the videos, but I'm really impressed with what you guys have done so far. Thank you for showing me that you guys understand high and low friction and that you understand forces. Well, we're moving on to a new topic, and we are going to be starting on senses. Now I know that we did senses quite recently, but it's always good to refresh our knowledge and to look at senses in a new way and to dive into some different ways of thinking so that we're really covered, ready for our Cambridge exams and ready for next year. So, we all know the 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. We understand, and I'm sure you guys already do understand, that all of these senses are linked to our brain, and it's really important to think of how all these senses kind of interact with our brain. It's amazing when we really think about it, how we touch our hand and we know that we touched our hand, because in that split second a signal was sent through our nervous system all the way to our brain, and our brain said something's touching your hand, and it's okay. But it's not only our sense of touch that relies on our central nervous system. Also, our sense of taste sends signals to our brain. Our sense of smell, we know the olfactory sensor and how that relays things to our brain. Our eyes receive an image. We see things. The image goes to our brain, and then we understand that. We process that. It's just incredible. And obviously, our ears, process sounds coming in. They're processing what you're hearing right now so that you can hear it. And obviously the sounds come in, processes it, sends it to the brain. Brain decodes it. So I think the brain is incredible. We should really appreciate the fact that our brain handles all of these things and can do them all at once. We can taste something whilst hearing something, whilst smelling something, whilst touching something, whilst seeing something, and it still all works. It's incredible. We use all of our senses every day. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Obviously, you're not always eating, but they're always on. They're always ready. If you wake up in the morning and you can smell something's being cooked, you're using your sense of smell. When you open your eyes in the morning, you're using your sense of sight. When you just push yourself out of bed, you touch your bed. You know that it's normal. If someone filled your bed with starfishes, you would know because you would touch them. So, pretty incredible that, these senses are always on, always ready, always alert. Every day we use all 5 of our senses. I don't think you could probably go a day without using one. Maybe you could close your eyes all day, but it wouldn't be very nice, would it? Well, unfortunately, some people live without one of these senses, or more than one of these senses. Some people are blind, or they can't see. Some people can't speak. Some people can't hear. Some people can't smell. And, some people lose the sense of touch in limbs or on certain parts of their body or in the lower half of their body. And, that must be really hard. So it's always important as well to really be thankful for the senses that we have. It's easy to forget about the things that we have with us every single day. We can easily forget about these senses that we so desperately need and so readily use. We should really thank God for our bodies that are healthy and, really be grateful that we can still use all of our senses. The last thing I wanted to look at is how senses protect us. Obviously, our senses are great for keeping us safe. Our sense of sight helps us to spot things before they can hurt us. Our sense of hearing can help us to hear things maybe before they get to us. Our sense of taste and smell can also protect us. If you go to eat something or smell something and it doesn't smell right or it doesn't taste right, you know that because of your sense of taste and your sense of smell. And finally, our sense of touch can help us know if something is too hot or too cold, or maybe it's sharp. Maybe you've touched the tip of a knife before, the edge of a knife, or something that, maybe the top of a bottle was broken or something. And before you even cut yourself, just as you touch it, you know. It's really great that our sense of touch is so immediate and really keeps us safe from harm. So, this week's work is all about senses. Today, I'm giving you a worksheet, and it's quite simple, but it will take some work. You'll need to make sure that you really think carefully, because there's a lot of missing words in there, and you're going to have to really use some good English vocabulary to fill in the missing adjectives about each sense. On Wednesday, you're going to be doing a research project. What I'd like you to do is to research what life would be like without one sense. So you could research what life would be like to be blind, what life would be like if you couldn't taste things or if you couldn't hear things, and maybe you can research how people that don't have those senses live with that disability. Finally, on Friday, we're going to be doing a taste challenge with someone in our family, so you guys can get someone in your family, could be a brother or a sister, could be mom or dad, whoever's in your house. Pick one person and choose 5 pieces of food. You just need a little bit of each one, and make sure that each one has a different flavor. And then you're going to blindfold them, and you are going to feed them, and they're going to guess what it is. They're going to describe it, and then you're going to tell them. Now, I know we've done something like this in class, but I thought it was a fun activity to do with your parents or to do with someone in your family, and I know you guys really enjoyed it, so that's going to be your Friday activity. You're going to have to record that with a video, and there's also going to be a worksheet that you're going to have to fill in for the data. So there's still some work to do with that. Right. I really want to thank you guys for continuing to do your best in this time. I know that you guys continue to give me great work even though you're at home. I'm praying for you all. I really hope that you are at least enjoying part of the time that you are at home. I know that it can be stressful and worrying, but you guys are doing really great, and I'm really proud of you all. I hope that you're making the most of this. I hope that you're enjoying the time with your family. I hope that you're continuing to pray, and I hope that you are having some fun. I hope that the work that we're providing is good. I hope you're enjoying it. Well, God bless you guys. Have a great week, and see you on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Bye.